Ethical Lens Inventory. We will spend the next few minutes together exploring the Ethical Lens Inventory to assure you get the maximum value from this experience. The Ethical Lens Inventory, or ELI, provides an overview to 4 different ethical perspectives, 4 ethical lenses. The ELI was designed to help you identify your primary lens. This lens emphasizes the values that are the most important to you as you analyze or respond to an ethical dilemma. Each ethical lens has different gifts, which are their strengths. The strengths of each lens are important as we balance different values to resolve an ethical dilemma. Each lens also has its challenges. If we are not careful, we can overemphasize the values of our lenses, which may lead to unethical behavior. As you learn to understand and respect the gifts and challenges of all 4 ethical lenses, you will be able to see ethical issues more clearly and more effectively resolve them. The ELI will also help you get to know people better, to notice that different people have different value commitments and priorities. Others also have different definitions of what specific behavior counts for living into the various values. Those differences cause ethical tension as the values are in conflict. The first goal is to become aware of the other lenses and notice the similarities and differences. As you understand the lenses more fully, you will begin to appreciate the different value priorities and see how they influence decision-making. Each lens also has a different preferred strategy for making decisions. Appreciating these differences helps us all learn to respect each other's viewpoints better. We then begin to learn how to live and work in a world of ethical plurality, where different people have their own understandings of the best way to live. As humans, we have a set of core values that we hold dear, such as self-restraint, truthfulness, prudence, loyalty, justice, fairness, courage, and civility. These can be likened to the pieces of glass in a kaleidoscope. What we often don't notice is that each person turns the kaleidoscope differently, thus revealing a different pattern for the same core values. First, we each need to become aware of our own preferred ethical lens, our own pattern for the kaleidoscope. The ELI will help you identify your core values, ethical strengths, and blind spots. As we become aware and choose to live from values that support both individuals and our community, we become ethically mature. Second, we need to work with other people in our community to determine our shared values. We also have to determine and agree on what specific behaviors count as ethical. What specific actions meet the requirements of the core values? Learning about the different ethical lenses helps us to respect ethical diversity and develop ethical agility, the ability to work effectively with people who view the world through different ethical lenses. This approach was developed by Catherine A. Baird, CEO and founder, and the team at Ethics Game. Their work shows in our community we have 4 primary ways of thinking about ethics. Rights and responsibilities lens. These people like to use their heads to think through the problem and focus on their individual actions. Represented by the telescope, these people take a long view and think of their duties. Results lens. These people like to use their intuition to feel the right answer and focus on their individual actions. Represented by the microscope, these people look at the immediate situation to determine what to do. Relationship lens. These people like to use their heads to think through the problem, but their focus is on the group, the community. Represented by the binoculars, these people look around their community to see what is fair. The reputation lens. These people like to use their intuition to determine what qualities or virtues are the most important to have as a member of the community. Represented by the camera, these people act out their ethical role. Now that I've given you an overview of the Ethical Lens Inventory, let's go through the steps to access the ELI. The next steps will mirror the login information that was given to you by your faculty member. Begin by logging on to the Ethics Game website, www.ethicsgame.com, which is the home page of Ethics Game. Next, enter the class code provided by your professor in the box labeled Class Code, located under the heading, Register for a New Course. This class code is only used the first time that you register. After registration, to re-enter the site, enter information into the boxes located under the existing course user on this same page. Complete the registration page. Click on Submit. If the individual class members are paying for the ELI, you will be taken to PayPal, where you can give your credit card information and get access to the site. If your university is paying for your access, you will be taken directly to the Ethics Game landing page. If you are paying using PayPal, enter the required information on the PayPal page and submit. Within a few minutes, you will receive an email from Ethics Game from the Game Master at Ethics Game. If you do not receive the email, check your junk email box. From time to time, the Ethics Game emails go there. Also remember which email address you use to register for the simulation. If you don't receive the email promptly, check the inbox of your other email accounts. On the Welcome page, click on the link marked Ethical Lens Inventory, which will take you to the beginning of the instrument. Before you start, take some time to read the learning objectives. This review will focus your mind as you move through the instrument. Remember that the greatest value comes from answering the questions truthfully, not the way you think someone else would want. This instrument has a privacy statement. Read the statement and click on Agree to begin. Ethics Game only uses the data we gather for research purposes. Your faculty member will use your results as part of the class. Your current contact information is not shared with anyone other than your faculty member. If you do not agree to the privacy statement, your session will end and you will not be able to complete the ELI. The next 6 pages is the instrument. The ELI is a 36-question assessment tool that will help you identify how you make ethical decisions and what values are most important to you. The objective of the instrument is to learn more about your own personal core values and how your ethical strengths and weaknesses influence the process for making ethical decisions. You will find that choosing between the statements is hard. The way to think about the statements is, if your back is against the wall and you have to choose, which value is the most important to you? Remember to answer these questions based on what you really value, not from an idealized version of yourself or what you think will make other people happy or respect you more. When you have completed the questions, you will be taken to a page that has your results. This page will tell you your preferred lens and highlight information about that lens. If you click on the hyperlinks on this page, you will also get additional information about all 4 ethical lenses. By reviewing this information, you will begin to appreciate the differences in values and accepted behaviors for the 4 different ethical lenses. Take some time to reflect on the results. Where was the instrument spot on in describing your ethical preferences? What do you see as points of difference? Print out this page for future reference. To get a more in-depth understanding about your personal preference, take advantage of all the resources located on the left nav bar. You will learn about the other lenses as well as learn how to effectively use the information you have received. If you log back into the Ethical Lens Inventory after completion, you will be taken back to this page. You can then use this material as a reference later. Through completion of the ELI, you should have a better understanding about your preferred ethical lens. You will discover the values that you prefer. Also, you will discover the strengths, gifts, and blind spots associated with the lens. If you experience difficulty or have questions, send an email to gamemaster@ethicsgame.com. The team at Ethics Game will work with you. Thank you, and enjoy the Ethical Lens Inventory.